Hey guys, so this video is a little different to the videos I normally do on my Jaguar or on cars. So I bought this laptop, this MSI GE63VR, about 3 months ago, and I've been living with it now for about 3 months, and I thought, well, let me do a review on it because I did comment on a couple of other reviewers' sites on this laptop, and I've had a flood of questions on my comment from people who want to know more about it and what it's actually like to live with. Now, most of the reviewers that do reviews on these laptops get them from the company. They do a quick review on it, they work on it for a few hours, and then they make an informed decision. So, what is this thing actually like to live with? Well, I guess it's pretty good compared to what I came from. I come from an Acer which had about 8 gigs of RAM. It had a 500 gigabyte SSD in it, and it was extremely slow. It had a 2 gigabyte NVIDIA graphics card. So here are the specs of mine. I've got Windows 10 Pro on it. It's got the Core i7-7700HQ, 2.8 gigahertz. You can overclock it to about 3.2 gigahertz if you want to. I haven't done it yet, I haven't felt the need to do that. The installed RAM that I have is about 32 gigs. As most reviews will tell you, the keyboard's fairly nice to type on. It's the Steel series keyboard, so it is a very nice keyboard. And the screen is actually 120 hertz, so it is a very good screen. And I'm going to pop the specs that I spec my laptop out at on the screen right now, and you guys can see there that it has a GTX 1070 graphics card in it. It would have actually come with the GTX 1060, but I spec'd it up to a GTX 1070, 32 gigs of RAM, 256 SSD, as well as the 1 terabyte hard drive, HDD. So you can actually, it has 2 slots for SSD, so I'm actually going to add another 1 terabyte SSD, and I'm going to swap the HDD out for a SSD as well. So then I'll have approximately 1,700 gigabytes worth of storage space. For video editing, I must say this thing is phenomenally quick. It's very, very fast. It's quite powerful, and it gets the job done. So I had another question about the feet, so I'm just going to show you guys the feet. Someone said these could be a problem for them. They wanted to know if they dig into there's one over there. They want to know, do they actually dig into your lap if you have this thing on your lap? And the answer is yes, they do. This one in particular digs into my leg, as do these, but we've got, I don't know why they actually have these when they've got these little rubber things, because the laptop doesn't use these things to stand on. It uses these rubber feet. So another question was, what are the speakers like? Now the speakers are situated down here. That's where they sit, and you can see the ventils there. I think it has 2 subwoofers and 2 mid-range, but to be honest, a laptop with subwoofers, who are they kidding? It sounds good for a laptop at 70% volume, but if you crank the volume too high, you're going to get distortion, and there's something that rattles inside here. I don't think they put enough dampening in the speakers, between the speakers and the chassis, to prevent this kind of rattling that you get when you play something too loud. So battery. So we've got 3 hours 55 minutes remaining. Those 3 hours 55 minutes will actually disappear very, very quickly. They will disappear faster than 3 hours and 55 minutes, that I can tell you. If you're playing a game, you probably have about an hour and a half on the laptop on battery to play a game, especially with both fans running at full speed or semi-full speed. The GPU and the CPU working very, very hard. But if you're just surfing the web and that kind of thing, you probably have about 2.5 hours realistically on the battery. There were questions about cooling. It has a fan on this side over here, and it has a fan on that side over there. And that fan over there is for the GPU, and this fan on this side is for the CPU. Now the CPU fan comes on quite a lot, and the GPU fan hardly ever comes on, only when you're playing a game. The CPU fan seems to work the most, and it also has vents over here, and that also, I mean, it's blowing air out there and it's blowing air out there. So all in all, I'd say the cooling does a pretty good job, and even as much as it cools, it does not get hot on your lap. Trackpad got a little bit of criticism on some of the reviews that, you know, the mouse wasn't very responsive. I found mine is very responsive. I've actually set it on the fast settings so that when you move your finger, it moves around like lightning. The one thing that I have found that I don't like is that if your finger is here and your hand is too hot, it can actually cause the mouse to move. This they didn't actually show on any of the reviews I watched, but when you open this, you got to click on this and you can see it says configuration default. Click on that and that opens your RGB keyboard. So the SteelSeries Engine app, that is where you will set the colors on your keyboard, and you can actually individually set each one like you'll see I've done here. So that color scheme that you see over there is on the keyboard right now. Now this one is the surround sound. They call it Nahimic, I think it is, Nahimic app. And you've got bass boost over there. You've got treble enhancer. You've got smart loudness. You've got voice clarity. You've got reverbs and virtual surround. So you've got different options that you can actually choose here on the sound. At the top you've got audio, microphone, HD audio recorder 2 and sound tracker. Now this is if you want to record yourself while you're playing a game. So this is Dragon Center, and on Dragon Center you can actually see what your fans are actually doing, and you can see how much memory your CPU is using and how much memory your GPU is using. So there we have the CPU and here we have the GPU. So when these are running, and they even show you the temperatures down here, you can see what the temperature is. Go to System Tuner, you can actually select the fan speeds over there. And if you say Cooler Boost, you can hear it's blowing on full blast now on both fans. And we'll just say Auto. Tells you your Wi-Fi usage over here, if you've got an Ethernet plugged in, that kind of thing. The app portal, I've just added a few apps in here. I've got my Nahimic, my SteelSeries, my GeForce Experience in there. And your GeForce card will actually do quite a lot of updates. As soon as new games come out, it does an update. So right here we are on the computer management, and we can see over there we have the GeForce 1070 installed and the Intel HD Graphics 630 on the motherboard. So I hope this helped anybody out there if you're looking at buying a new, high-end laptop. And even having said that, this is not the top of the range laptop. I think if you get a laptop that has a 1080 in it, you'll probably find higher spec, but probably with the same amount of RAM and hard drive space as this one has. So you just got to decide what do you want for your needs, and then spec a laptop up to that spec. For those of you who do video editing out there or music editing, a 1070 really is the best compromise, because video editing is very fast. It can handle 4K editing. I don't do a lot of 4K editing, but it handles it quite nicely with no lag. And my music software, I use Cubase. It uses a lot of graphics, and not just the sound card, but more graphics to do the music editing. I didn't know about MSI until I bought this thing. Here are the specs over here. So you can see it's virtual reality ready. The only thing I must just quickly point out is, and you'll find this out on all the other reviews about this laptop, is it does have the 120 Hz screen, but the problem is it doesn't have G-Sync. So when you're playing games, and I didn't really care about that because I didn't buy it for game playing, as I said, but if G-Sync's important to you, then this is not the laptop for you. Okay, but having said that, 120 Hz screen, playing games, you don't even need G-Sync really. Maybe in 5 years' time, who knows. But I hope this has helped you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Cheers.